from the historic Ham Building in St. Paul, it's the Haberdasher's Couch. I'm Kendrick, inviting you to the show, starring Heimie and featuring Todd Walker, also featuring Amye Scharlau. And now, ladies and gentlemen, here's Heimie.
Happy Fashion Friday, folks out there. I'm Anthony Heimie, and you are watching the Haberdasher's Couch. And Keith, from Gucci to Hermes to Zegna, we're all looking at the green suit. Now, we've talked green is mean on this show before, but now we're going deeper because fall is coming. I hate to say it. And Keith was talking to me earlier about the ins and outs of not only the color green, but the fabrics that are coming out of these fashion houses are absolutely wonderful. Keith, how you doing?
I am doing fantastic. I was wondering who Hermes was. And you said Hermes.
Well,
Hermes.
We're the Hermes of North America,
That's awesome.
right?
Good deal.
Hermes.
Good deal.
Hermes. So Keith, natural, relaxed, and low-key sophistication is how I see green suits. You are wearing a green suit today that you made. Is that cotton?
No, it is a wool, rayon, and elastic blend, which is a working fabric.
Right.
I think doesn't have to spend a lot on it, but I like it because it truly is it's lightweight and it's packable, which it doesn't wrinkle, and you won't wear out the seat of it. So the fabrics are a lot more technical now. Machine washable, machine washable.
Utilitarian workwear, folks, in a suit. The tag inside this thing says washable. Made in Italy.
Made in Italy, washable. But it really is. And I've advocated that quite often. It's the quality of the wool that's in there. So
Right.
a lot of people would advocate, I want 100% wool. Well, it is 100% wool with high micron content. And with that, you have these technical fibers that they're using that make them durable, lighter, and easy to take care of, which allows for better draping. It's off the shoulders. And I think you get great value out of that.
Would you say that it's a great travel suit?
It's an excellent travel suit.
Because it
or pants or a jacket.
It goes with anything.
Anything.
You put aside anything you think the green that people talk about green
Very
being.
neutral.
Once you have a green suit or a sport coat or something in your wardrobe that has that earth tone, that tones things down, mellows things out, it's relaxed.
Yeah.
Now you got all these stretch fabrics. I think it's a great way to go.
Yeah, it goes with many colors, and so you can have a lighter sage, which really works on most skin tones. There's very few that it doesn't work on.
Yeah.
Or you're looking at a hunter green or something of that nature.
Right.
Because I look at that and it's in the same categories as your browns and aubergines and what have you.
Wonderful.
So it's wonderful stuff.
Little details, peak lapels, buttonholes are accented, beautiful interior,
Yeah, wonderful.
and it's all made special here at the store Heimie. So if you want a casual vibe and not get too serious about bringing something on a cruise with you or on vacation, grab an unconstructed green blazer sport coat suit and wear it well.
Things that you can wear with jeans.
Right.
They make sense when you're traveling. Traveling right now is really tough in that there's a lot of stops and starts.
Right.
There's a lot of, you might make the plane. So to make it easier on yourself, you can pack less. Garments that can be used over and over
Use
again.
them.
That are washable. You don't need as many of them. So,
Yeah.
so I'm looking forward to that. I think there's a lot of styling is pretty easy. Detailing is easy. But when you start looking at getting value back for great fabric, because that's where most of your cost is going to happen, I think I'm really excited about what's happening in that arena.
Thanks for all your wonderful
Thanks for having me.
fashion tips. The guru on the mountain, the man of style and of grace, Keith Dorsett. Folks.
You are talking about me.
We'll see you next week.
Todd About Town, Todd Walker, entertainment, travel, and more. Hey Todd, what's new?
Happy Friday and welcome to another show of the Haberdasher's Couch. You don't have to pay somebody to listen to you. And Todd listens to me every Friday, but then I listen to him. So it's a trade-off, right?
Exactly.
Todd, girls don't cry. Can't take my eyes off of you. My eyes adore you.
Well, thank
and
you.
Sherry,
Well, yes.
Frankie Bailey.
I've put together kind of a comprehensive list for the Todd About Town this week
Yeah.
of all the things that are going on. If you want to maybe spend some time not in the heat and
Right.
want to go inside and kind of, the weather is beautiful, but there's some of these great shows around. So I did actually go to Chanhassen and saw Jersey Boys, and it is just really great.
Mm-hmm.
It is so good. And the guy that stars as Frankie Valli, he went to Cretan-Durham Hall, so he's a local guy, and I talked to the Michael Brindisi, the
Michael's
director.
still there.
Yeah.
I was a directing student under his
Oh, really?
tutelage back in the 90s.
Oh, jeez. Well, so I asked Michael,
Yeah.
I said, so where did this guy come from? He said, we held the auditions. He's never worked at Chanhassen before. He's a young guy. I think he, is probably 23 maybe or
Right.
something. And he
Young.
said he walked in and he started singing. And when he hit a couple notes, Michael said, I knew this is our guy. And he brings Frankie Valli to life on stage, and it's great. And, the Chanhassen just does a really nice job, and the food is really good.
Oh, good.
Yeah. I mean,
Where do you eat? Where do you eat the food? At the,
right there, and
Oh,
they
at
have
your
the
table?
booths. They have the
Oh,
booths and the
okay.
tables. Yeah, so it's really a nice experience. So I would really take advantage of it. It's a great show. It moves fast. The music is just fun, and you know all the songs. So it's a fun show.
Did you see any young people in the crowd?
Yeah.
Isn't that
Oh,
great?
yeah.
I mean,
Oh, yeah.
I think it's. I'm hoping that's what's happening.
Oh
right?
yeah. There's especially for a show like this. So it's fun.
A long time ago, the old Guthrie, I saw Into the Woods, and it seems to be a reoccurring show for them.
Yep.
And if you like to embark on journeys, falling in love and slaying giants,
Sure.
this might be the show.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah, this is at the Guthrie, and it runs through August 13th. The reviews are great. Tickets start at $47, and it's just a great experience. The Guthrie is such a beautiful, beautiful theater, and there's how many floors in that building? It's like 7, 8 floors. Beautiful place to go out and overlook the river. There's the restaurant next door. There's the 2 theaters, and it's just a nice way to spend the evening. And then go for a walk along the river. Have a glass of wine there at the Guthrie. It's just a very nice evening.
So it's a classic fairy tale
Yep.
about just the spirit of life and happily ever afterness.
Yeah, it's a great show.
Yeah, that's
now, if we
great.
want to move on to what I say is an absolute must-see, and this is a short run. I have seen it. It's Glenn Sheen, the musical, and for those of us, of course, that remember what happened at Glen Sheen,
Sadness. Right.
when the murder took place at the mansion in Duluth. Many of us have also toured that mansion in Duluth, and it's at the History Theater. Chan Poling did the music, and he's just a genius, and the show is just, it's a murder mystery with humor, and the woman who plays Marjorie Caldwell, I've known her for years, and she brings Marjorie Caldwell to life on stage, and it's just a terrific, terrific show. So come over here to Heimie's, pick out a little something special to wear, and then just stroll over to the History Theater, and see this great show. But it is a short run. It's a must-see show. I just wouldn't miss it for anything. Tickets are start at $50. See it.
HistoryTheater.com, huh?
Yep.
Cirque du Soleil.
Yeah, Cirque du Soleil. So I wanted to stay local for some of them because when I run into many people, they're like, "Tell me what's going on that support local theater and local music." Well, Cirque du Soleil is now is a national international show that's coming through, and that will be at the XL Energy Center, and that runs just through the weekend. So you can either see it tonight or a Saturday night or Sunday night, but it's just always such a spectacle if you've never seen the show.
Right, so that sort of French physical comedy.
No, there's some slapstick in there, but it's basically. I thought you may acrobatics and
physical,
like bigger than life,
right.
like things that are happening on stage.
Okay.
Yep. Now the last one I saved for you because I thought this is where everybody is going to see Anthony over this weekend. This is one of his favorite pastimes. Why does he always wear long sleeve shirts and collars up to here? It's because he's tattooed from here all the way down.
All the way down.
All the way down.
Yep. And my tattoo is a tie.
Yes.
Here, right? And then I'll let you guess the rest.
Oh, jeez.
But anyway, yeah, so over 200 artists.
Yep, so the Twin Cities Tattoo Festival, I've covered this in the past. It's something to see. Let me just put it to you that way. They have national and international tattoo artists that'll be here. They'll be doing some tattooing. Celebrities in that category that are well known. One of the guys you've seen on many shows and documentaries. He's tattooed from top of his scalp all the way down to the bottom, and he's played a lizard in a number of different shows. And I've interviewed him throughout the years, and he has a split tongue. And so he's like, it's just something else.
Okay.
So I would say it's definitely something.
It's a first come, first serve at that one.
Yeah.
Right?
I would definitely go check it out, though. It's right over here at the River Center.
River Center, yeah.
Yeah, so check it out.
Wow, that's a nice list of things
is.
to do. I'm glad to see theaters in there.
Yep.
I'm glad to see musicals are in there.
Musicals are in there, and you're glad to see that you have someplace to go and get another tattoo this weekend.
I would love to take my daughter to see Jersey Boys.
Oh, you have to.
Does she like it?
Oh, she would love it. It's just so much fun. And remember, also, this always airs on Fridays, and I just also want to give a shout out to all the different events that are going on Thursday nights. It seems to be the night where there's special activities. Like I've invited Anthony here to join me at something called the Fine Spirit Classics that Minnesota Monthly puts on. That is happening, and it's where you walk around and you try all the spirits from around, around the Minnesota area plus nationally, and then there's always music. Lower Town Sounds is on Thursday nights, and there's music it's free concerts right there, and people bring a lawn chair and hang out. So you see me on Fridays, but remember to do that on Thursday.
Culture around here, folks. We appreciate you tuning in and listening to us every week, and we'll see you next week.
Hello, this is Amye the Hypnotist here at beautiful Heimie's Haberdashery, and this is Coffee Talk. A couple weeks ago, I did a special edition on barbecues, and this led to a question from a viewer. Okay, we know the history of barbecues, but what about the history of charcoal? Now, it turns out that human beings have been using charcoal for tens of thousands of years. In fact, 30,000 years ago, we can find charcoal drawings on the caves where humans started to use it as a pigment. This is a very useful substance. We normally use it for barbecuing nowadays, and it's really interesting the way it's made. You can take pretty much any carbon, and we usually use some sort of wood or nut or seed shells, but usually wood now for barbecuing. And we heat it up in kilns with a reduced oxygen content and make it into an ash. Now, at this point, it will burn hotter than wood, and it'll burn more evenly, but it's not in a shape we can use. So they wet it down and mix it with a binder, which is usually wheat, and then it gets compressed into those little shapes that we use for grilling all the time. Now, charcoal has other uses too. It is a purifying agent. It's used in hospitals. It is used to purify water. It can be used in gardens, and it is used nowadays in a lot of different beauty products, such as charcoal masks to purify your skin. So charcoal has a long and ancient history with use with the human beings. I love these questions. Keep them coming, and that's Coffee Talk.